The Johnsky is a YouTube channel run by and run for people over the age of 13. People under the age of 13 should click off of this video right now, or watch with a parent or guardian. Viewer discretion is advised.
You don't scare me!
Hello, this is freaking and my name is King Prime. Welcome back to another video here on the YouTube channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at another Fortnite Master Grade Series figure, that being the Fortnite Master Grade Series, or Master Series, since they dropped the grade, Mecha Strike Commander. Now, before we take a look at the figure itself, let's take a look at what it comes in. Up on the front here, we have a nice portrait of the skin itself, with that nice kind of silver. It is silver, right? No, it's kind of like a teal silver foil nameplate and line going all the way across the box, including on the inside, which is very nice. Of course, there's also an advertisement in the top left corner for the cracked up wrap. At the top here, we do have the 31 points of articulation, as well as that nice same silver foil 8 plus logo. There's also a promotion for the premium metallic finish, which we'll talk a little bit more about in a couple minutes. On the side here, we do have the Fortnite logo, as well as the Master Series or Master Grade Series, whichever you want to pronounce, Series 3, and this one is number 308, meaning this is the 308th figure in the Fortnite line. On the other side, it's just plain black Fortnite, that's all it says. And on the back here, we have the Mecha Strike Commander with a full portrait of the skin, as well as the other figures that are available in the line, the Origin, who I've reviewed, and the Cube Queen, our previous Fortnite review. Up on the top here, we do have the Epic and the Fortnite logos, as well as the sort of Certificate of Authenticity silver chrome foil sticker with the QR code. But then going around to the inside, we have the Legendary Battle Mech Reborn, of course referencing the monster versus robot battle from all the way back in Chapter 1. We do have that same portrait with that same metallic foil printing there, as well as, you know, where the figure would be, and that is about it. I say it in every single video, my friends. You only really care about the packaging if you're a carded or boxed collector, of which I am not. I'm here to open and review toys, and that is just what I'm going to do. Freeze frame.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Freeze frame on freeze, and here is the Mecha Strike Commander out of the packaging. But before we take a look at the figure itself, let's take a look at what it comes with. And it comes with quite a bit. So first off, we're going to take a look at the Mecha Light Capacitor. This also acts as an unsheathed version of the Light Blade, if I am correct, which is interesting because this proves that there's an inconsistency in the painting here between the lit and unlit blades. But as you know from my Star Wars reviews, that I do quite like that sort of feature. We also, of course, have the Light Blade harvesting tool, because this totally isn't a lightsaber. As you can see, there is some whitewash on the lightning pieces and the blade itself to kind of give it that shine. And there is a nice metallic blue and silver, just as there was on the back bling. Of course, the figure can hold this harvesting tool like so. And that's how that looks. I don't know how much of a fan I am of it, but it is something you can do. Also included in the set is an emote, if you can believe it. This would be the Heartbreaker emote, which is, if I can remember correctly, the kind of end all of... Well, folks, this has never happened before, but as it turns out, I just broke the figure. I just snapped in half the ball joint connection for the door, which I'll try to mend at some point. But that is pretty much going to... yeah, that is pretty much going to effectively end the review, on top of any kind of praise that I can give this figure. But continuing on, because the show must go on, as some say, There is the emote. It is just sort of a projection of the heart, of course. And finally, we do have the other weapons that are included, which is the heavy sniper rifle, which of course the figure can hold very poorly, I'll add, because of things we'll get into in a second. There is the sniper, and of course there is also the Rift to Go, which, I mean, can barely be held. There is a slot for it to be held onto, but truthfully, I don't really feel like, displaying it, because this figure is, well, we'll talk about it. This figure is absolutely gorgeous, I will say, to begin with. The amount of metallic and small detail painting is absolutely extreme, all the way down to the tiny little missiles and vents on the knees and the thighs, as well as the little eyes of the different components for the feet, for the arms, and for the cords and things like that, all the way up to the chest on the inside, where it is all, and I do mean, I just did it again. I broke it twice in one video. That, my friends, that's hilarious. That, good God, I'll carry on. I'll carry on. Oh my God. This figure looks amazing. I will give it that. The sculpting inside of the chest is also very, very good. But that is about all I can give it. This looks like sort of an Iron Man 3, one of Tony Stark's custom suits. That's what it kind of reminds me of. But in execution, I mean, this figure, oh boy. For the articulation of the figure, we do have a ball joint at the head, and the head is very hard to maneuver because of this giant metal piece here, sort of this flak piece, this neck protector. But the head is, of course, on the hinge joint as well, so it can look down about that far, and it can look up not at all because of that piece. It's really annoying. It can get about that far out at the shoulder, just about 180 degrees out and out on either side, so you can T-pose at least. And there is also, of course, a rotation there, but that is about it. It is just a bit hindered by that shoulder piece. Otherwise, you'd probably be able to get an all the way over the head movement, which is cool, but definitely is not going to help this figure's case. The elbow joints are absolutely awful. I mean, that is as much as you are going to get with the elbows on either arm. Well, maybe a little bit less on the left arm than on the right, but definitely on the left arm, absolutely nothing. Of course, this can double as a swivel, but I don't know why you'd want to, because this isn't swiveling anywhere of purpose. There is also a rotation at the wrists on either hand, and an in and out joint on the right, and an in and out joint on the right and the left hand, so no diversity there. There is no diaphragm joint because of the inside pieces here. There are ball joints that were supposed to be able to support the opening chest feature. However, you saw how that went. There is a rotation at the waist, so there is something at the waist proper, as well as a pretty great range of motion at the thighs, which is good to see. There is barely there thigh swivel because of the way that the legs are sculpted. You're probably going to get about that much in and about that much out. It's just not there. And there is a single joint knee bend, which can only go about, I would give it like 80 degrees, which is awful. There is a single point of articulation at the ankle. It can go up and down, and that is it. And I can feel that there is an ankle pivot in there, but it is absolutely useless because of these giant freaking calves. So overall, the articulation is ass. That's not good, but the painting and sculpting is pretty great. That might save this figure. No. Before I make any more snide, sarcastic comments, let's bring in some other figures so I can show you exactly what the Mecha Strike Commander looks like next to some other figures. Freeze frame.
Salam, suckers!
Freeze from unfreeze. Here is the Mecha Strike Commander next to his other wave mates. Here he is next to the Origin. And here he is next to the Cube Queen, who I still have on her base right there. As you can see, he is quite a bit taller than everyone else. He even almost has the Cube Queen on her display stand, which is incredible to see. If we were to bring in one more figure here, that being the Vintage Collection Count Dooku, you can see just how high this figure's height can reach. He has a full head on Count Dooku, which is incredible because this is one of the taller Vintage Collection figures that has been released in recent years. That's pretty much it for these size comparisons, though. Let's get on to my final thoughts so I can tell you exactly what I think about this figure. Freeze frame. Freeze frame unfreeze. This figure's a piece of shit. I've never had a figure break on me on camera before, at least in a way that I couldn't repair. The ball joints sheared off on the chest. I can't give it anything more than a piece of shit figure. If you are even going to attempt to buy this figure, I don't know why you would, considering the ball joints are so weak that you're never going to be able to even pull out these arms that link them to the chest. You would definitely have to put on like the mega kid gloves, because there is no way this figure is ever going to work without those pieces. This thing's a piece of garbage. Don't use it. Don't buy it. Just get the Cube Queen and the Origin, because he's so much, and I do mean so much better. This is a piece of shit. Don't get it. Yeah. But if you like the Mecha Strike Commander, or you like Fortnite Chapter 3, Season 3 or 4, I can't remember which one it was that this skin came into play. You like Fortnite in general, and you like the squad cuddle team leader or whatever the hell this figure was based on, make sure you share this video with your friends, share the Facebook groups, all that good stuff. If you like the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. Keeps helping the channel grow, keeps helping me pump out this content. That's going to be pretty much it for this time, my friends. Thank you all so very much for watching, and as always, peace.